So Adam Sosnick, the guy who tossed a tampon at Anna Kasparian, has now threatened the life of Zohran Mamdani. More than likely because Zohran Mamdani is anti-Israel. And Zohran Mamdani does not want American taxpayer money to be funding ethnic cleansing in the West Bank and in Gaza. Because Zohran Mamdani does not want American taxpayer money to go, toward funding new settlements in the West Bank, Zohran Mamdani must now die, according to Adam Sosnick. This clip is ridiculous.
Stage, let's crowdsource the names and then do a poll. If someone is ready to raise their hand, I will take care of the fundraising. Mamdani, also a member of the Democratic Socialists of America and the Working Family Party, defeated former Governor Andrew Cuomo. So now you're getting guys like Bill Ackman getting involved who are not wanting this. Adam, your thoughts on this?
There's so much to unpack here with this guy. And this is a story that is not going to be going away until the election actually happens in November. So it's like, what do you get when you mix AOC and Jihad? You get Zohran Mamdani. So in my opinion, PBD, you've interviewed how many mafia type guys, New York City type guys? In my humble opinion, I don't think New York City is going to go for this. And I think they're going to take care of this one way or another, if you know what I'm saying. The threat will be eliminated.
So he says Zohran Mamdani, chat. He's saying Zohran Mamdani is what happens when you mix AOC and Jihad, which is basically an Islamophobic statement. Jihad is not an inherent aspect of day-to-day Muslim life. If it were, we'd be shooting out with Muslims all day, every day. I think it's kind of ironic how like the most pro-Israel, pro-America people don't see the clear connotation between Western interference in the Middle East and the last 20-something years of chaos we've been experiencing as a result. By no means am I one of those, Osama bin Laden was actually right. Like, no. Osama got what the fuck he asked for, a bullet in the fucking head. However, if we continue down this path of victim blaming and not learning where we have gone wrong as America, we will constantly be in generational fucking beef with the Middle East over fucking nothing. Adam Sosnick is saying that Zohran Mamdani is a jihadist because he's Muslim, and also because Zohran Mamdani does not support Israeli expansionism and colonialism in Palestinian land. Because Zohran Mamdani does not support these things, he's now a jihadist. Now, if you speak this kind of way about conservatives, they say this is the reason why we don't like the left, because they're just so condescending. If you say this kind of shit about Adam Sosnick's community, you are now anti-Semitic. Adam Sosnick, with all due respect, is a fucking psychotic crazy person, to the point where PBD, who is also Jewish, by the way, PBD is Jewish, he has to correct Adam Sosnick, and he's like, okay, how about you correct what the fuck you just said and clarify?
That is my humble opinion. I do not see this guy ended up winning.
He's not going to win. I just want to qualify, because when you say stuff like that, we are running a live interpretation.
Okay.
Adam, can you clarify what you really didn't mean?
I'm saying that I don't think that the establishment is going to let this guy win.
That's right.
We're talking.
Oh, now they're pro-establishment. Adam Sosnick, wipe your mouth, is full of white stuff. This nigga sitting there talking about some, I don't think the establishment's gonna accept that. I think New York City's gonna wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Which is it? This nigga sitting there talking about some New York City won't accept Zohran Mamdani. New York City has completely embraced him. So what now? Are you like depending upon the establishment to get rid of this nigga? What the fuck we got going on? The whole last 4 years, these fuck niggas been, we're anti-establishment. We're pro-Trump. We love America. America first, anti-establishment. Now look at him. Adam Sosnick, wipe your fucking mouth. Wipe your fucking mouth. This is unreal. These niggas LARP as being anti-establishment until someone who's clearly anti-establishment comes along. Now all of a sudden they're tugging on the establishment to get rid of this nigga. Now all of a sudden they're begging the establishment, please get rid of him. Adam Sosnick is a fraud. These people pretend to be anti-establishment, pretend to be working class, but in truth, they cater to the deepest, darkest aspects of the working class's concerns. Racial concerns, religious concerns, cultural concerns. But when someone comes along and says, guys, I don't really care if you're white or black or Jewish or Muslim or Arab or ethnically Jewish, I don't care what you are, I'm here for you. Now y'all want to get rid of him? Now y'all want to crucify him? Now y'all want to take him down and make weird threats? And the fact that he says the establishment won't let him win, but he opened it up by saying they're going to take care of the threat, that sounds like a threat on his life. That sounds like a threat on his life, and it sounds like a co-signing of the derailment or derailing or undermining of democracy. Because this fuck ass nigga sitting there talking about the establishment won't let him win. Oh, so now y'all co-sign establishment powers derailing someone who was fairly elected. Y'all sat there and said the establishment doesn't want Trump to be president. That's why the election was quote unquote taken from him. So when the establishment took his election, when the establishment stole it from Trump, it was bad. Now when they're apparently about to steal it from Zohran Mamdani, now all of a sudden it's good? These niggas ain't shit. Thank you, Hugh, for the $2 Canadian again. Appreciate you, Hugh. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. It's all performative. These niggas, they get on stage, they pretend, they perform. It is all fraud. It is fake. PBD, Sosnick, these characters praying to God that the establishment stop Zohran Mamdani. Why? Because he's brown? Because he's unapologetically Muslim? I'm not a fan of Islam. But never will I ever try to hold a man's religion against him as you can't hold office because you're Muslim. Well, you fucking white Christian Anglo-Saxon Protestants are doing a good fucking job. Maybe let the fucking Ugandan Muslim step in and do something, because you niggas ain't doing shit. You ain't doing nothing. How you gonna hate on a nigga who, bruh, the nigga coming through, he doing what the fuck he's supposed to goddamn do. How y'all letting a Ugandan American? How y'all letting a nigga with the middle name Kwame from Uganda? How y'all letting an ethnically Indian, religiously Muslim, Ugandan-born, to be American citizen come in and outdo you? Your ancestors came on the Mayflower. They came on all kind of English ships. Some of y'all niggas, your ancestors came on the fucking Pinta, the Santa Maria. Some of y'all got that conquistador ancestry. Don't worry, I got it too. 1% Spanish. I think it's from my Caribbean side. Some of y'all motherfuckers got real colonizer. I'm talking fuck Ellis Island. I'm talking about that real, that fucking Mayflower, that OG shit, that real OG gangster colonizer blood. Some of y'all's ancestors signed the goddamn Declaration of Independence. Some of y'all's ancestors were shooting at British troops. And you don't give enough of a damn about the American people to pass the right legislation. It's only fitting someone born on the outside came in and did it instead. Because you ain't doing shit. You weren't going to do shit no way. You hate on the Muslim nigga when whole time you weren't going to do shit no way. This is what we call haters, chat. Haters. It comes in every single shape and form. I don't care if you want to be a motherfucking rapper. I don't care if you want to be a goddamn singer. I don't care what you want to do. The hating ass nigga will never do what you did to become successful, but they want to take you down. Zohran Mamdani told the people in New York, I'll do for you. I'll do for you. That's what he said. He said, I'll do for you. The mad ass, hating ass, punk ass, pussy ass, bitch ass niggas like this can't stand that. Instead of doing what the fuck he did, they would much rather sabotage a real nigga doing real nigga shit. That's the reality of it. A hater, through and through. Haters always see what you got going on, can't do what you do. So instead of actually looking within and saying, where am I going wrong? They try to sabotage your ass. Hating ass niggas, bro. You can't escape them. That's what haters do. Haters don't look at what you got going on and say, damn, how can I learn from him? See, they want the love Zohran Mamdani gets without doing it. They think, well, I'm white, I'm male, I'm blue-eyed, I'm white-skinned. Why don't they love me the way they love him? Because, nigga, you don't give a fuck about them. That's why. That's the reason why Zohran Mamdani could dap up a Jewish man, black man, white man, Arab man. He could dap up every goddamn body. It won't change shit. You niggas can't dap up everybody. You can't. You can't receive that kind of support from everybody. You can't. You hating. Instead of looking within and asking yourself, where am I failing morally, politically, ideologically that's causing me to not have this support? Instead, you would much rather sabotage another nigga. These niggas are fucking haters. They are haters. I don't care what avenue of life you were going down. This is how haters do. Haters see you doing some shit they ain't doing. And instead of acclimating and adapting and seeing where they are going wrong, they would much rather sabotage you. That's what hating ass niggas do, chat. They don't adapt. They don't acclimate. They don't look at where they're going wrong. Adam Sosnick, fucking Chris Cuomo is still on social media bitching, moaning, complaining, whining about AOC, whining about Zohran Mamdani. Whose fault is it that your corrupt ass brother wasn't proposing legislation that made New Yorkers feel excited? That's your fault. You need to sit down and ask yourself, why did we think the bare minimum, if not nothing at all, would be good enough for the people of New York? Ask yourself why you thought nothing at all was good enough for the people of New York. Ask yourself. Chris Cuomo over there ran and raving because his brother got his ass whooped. Chris Cuomo all over the internet crying and complaining. Your brother lost because he didn't offer shit. He's not in the streets. He's not talking to these people. He's not relating to anyone. Bro, Zohran Mamdani went to a halal truck. Bro, that's relatable. He's going somewhere that a lot of people eat at. There's all sorts of halal trucks, whether it's halal guys, wherever it is you eat halal at. He's going to these food trucks, and it's not just halal food trucks. He's going to these food trucks that New Yorkers of all races eat from and saying, it's way too expensive for y'all, and I know why. I'll fix it. That's relatable. That's direct. That's direct. It's relatable. It's right there. Instead of looking at what he did and saying, damn, but why don't we do that? Why don't we relate? Why don't we goddamn intercede on the behalf of the people? Why don't we understand their everyday concerns? They don't give a fuck. Instead, is fuck Zohran Mamdani, not because we can do what he can do better, but because we won't do what he'll do, and fuck him anyways, and fuck you too. That's basically what they're saying. These bitch ass niggas see what Zohran Mamdani is offering the American people in New York, and instead of saying, damn, how do we bring that to these other states, these other cities? Instead, it's hatred. It's hatred. These people are fucking weird. Everyone knows somebody like this in real life, an Adam Sosnick type character who, instead of realizing that he's trying to get legislation passed to help the people of New York and trying to acclimate and adapt and stand behind that, he's instead a hating ass nigga. You got to bring up his religion because you ain't got shit else on him. Oh, he's Muslim. He's Muslim. What the fuck that got to do with anything? What the fuck does that have to do with any? I bet there's Muslims in Arlington National Cemetery right now who died fighting other Muslims. That ain't easy for Muslims to do. There are Muslims dead in a U.S. military uniform right now in Arlington National Cemetery. What the fuck him being Muslim got to do with anything? I don't even fuck with Islam. But the point is, bro, these niggas worried about the wrong shit because they're hateful. They can't see the benefit of the people of New York. All they see is somebody with the wrong religion. Who the fuck are y'all to tell? At least Muslims take their religion seriously. Do you see conservative Christians being for real about anything? When's the last time you've seen conservative Christians take their book seriously instead of just picking and choosing which parts to believe in? Bro, these people don't believe in shit. And they have the audacity to tell someone else he can't lead something because he's Muslim. Did y'all see Charlie Kirk's crazy ass fucking tweet about shoving his own hand up his ass? He made a tweet about Zohran Mamdani. I'm gonna show y'all this. Charlie Kirk, some of y'all have seen it, some of y'all have not. Charlie Kirk made a tweet about Zohran Mamdani eating with his hands. Eating with his hands. I'm gonna read a tweet to y'all right now. Charlie Kirk says, I have so many thoughts on this that it literally keeps me up at night. Zohran Mamdani eating rice with his hands during an interview. I very sincerely doubt he has to scratch his anus any less than the rest of us, which makes that whole display unbelievably disgusting. Now, if I recall correctly, from what I've heard, this tweet is no longer out. Charlie Kirk has, he's pulled back this tweet. He's deleted the tweet. He no longer wants us to know that he routinely shoves his own hand up his ass. God forbid the rest of us, number one, don't shove our hands up our own ass, Charlie. Two, the fact that you're itching that much in your ass, it says a lot more about you than it says about Zohran Mamdani eating with his fucking hands. Nigga talking about the rest of us. I know, nigga talking about the rest of us. Nigga, who are you talking about? This nigga talking about the rest of us. Bro, the fact that you have your hand up your ass literally on a consistent basis means you clearly aren't cleaning yourself properly. What the fuck that got to do with Zohran Mamdani? What the fuck does that have to do with Zohran Mamdani? Zohran Mamdani sitting there on camera eating food and he bringing this shit up. What the fuck that got to do with him? What the fuck does that? I ain't gonna lie, I don't know why somebody didn't give Zohran Mamdani a fucking fork. But who cares if he ate with his? I'm sure he eats with a fork, bro. I'm sure he eats with a fucking fork. Charlie Kirk just had to let us know, though, that his hand is routinely up his ass. Important information you all needed to know. Apparently. Talking about some sincerely doubt he has to scratch his anus any less than the rest of us. He thought this was a W. It's not a W. Charlie, there's hand sanitizer, there's soap, there's water. There are many things you can use to remedy your ass scratching situation. Don't hate on somebody who's trying to better the city of New York by talking about how much you shove your hand up your ass. That's all I'm saying.
Talking about Bill Ackman right now and how he's going to basically say, I'm here, I have your back, I'm to the rescue. Give me your best centrist candidate, and quote unquote, I will take care of the fundraising, I will take care of the rest. So what's happening with this guy is this is the perfect foil to whatever Donald Trump stands for. This is American capitalism versus global socialism, jihadism. And you notice that he keeps saying, oh, he's a communist. He's a communist. So, and by the way, let's just not gloss over what he said in that quote. He says, we're going to hear and bring socialism, whether you believe in BDS, AKA, killing all the Jews, or seizing the means of production, shout out to Karl Marx. What could go wrong here? It's not like we have countless examples of the problems that socialism and communism bring to the table.
Bro, what the fuck is he even Bro, this man is not even... Zohran Mamdani is not proposing full-on communism or socialism. All he's trying to do is offer New Yorkers cheaper, consistent alternatives to a lack of healthy food. These people are going outside and seeing shitloads of restaurants, but no literal grocery stores. These are people who come from cultures that cook on a consistent basis. New York is incredibly diverse. If they had a grocery store with cheap, consistent prices they could buy from, they would be able to cook healthy meals for themselves at home. I don't believe the state should be determining for the people what they should or shouldn't buy. I don't believe that. I don't believe, because what's ironic about all politics is the people at the top are almost always more wealthy and more powerful, whether it's in communism, socialism, or capitalism. I'm not going to have a wealthy motherfucker tell me, here's what you will buy and here's where you will buy it. Nigga, fuck you. I buy what the fuck I want to buy from who I want to buy it from. However, giving people the option to buy cheap alternatives consistently priced, ooh, scary. See, conservatives don't seem to understand that constantly trying to smother and strangle the poor and the middle class, it's not going to make you stronger or more powerful than them. It only guarantees that they will drag you through the fucking streets when it's all said and done. Keep it up, though. Keep it up, though. They really do think they can keep this up forever. See, This kind of bullshit worked on historically impoverished populations. You know, Russians, etc., etc. That kind of shit's not going to work here in the States. The American people are used to a very, very reasonably good lifestyle. Socialism and communism cannot maintain that. But see, the problem is these demonic radical capitalists who refuse to help anybody, they don't seem to understand that their tariffs, their student loan debt recollection, their bullshit war, their goddamn ridiculous big bullshit bills, all of what they plan, folks, only serves to do what? Destroy the living standards of the American people, just like communism. They don't seem to realize what they stand for leads the American people to the exact same result. So while you're afraid of the societal and economic collapse that will come from the big bad socialism, the big bad communism, look ahead. The bitch ass, lame ass, stupid ass nigga doing a little dance right in front of you, Trump, he's leading you straight toward what you're afraid of. The very thing they're supposedly afraid of, Donald Trump is leading them straight toward it. They don't care. They don't fucking care. They don't care. So Adam Sosnick can levy whatever threats he wants against Zohran Mamdani. And what's funny is the entire comment section is actually against Adam Sosnick. They're literally defending Zohran Mamdani. Bro, right-wing politics is not the vibe anymore. The wind is blowing that way. It's blowing that way. It's blowing left. PBD, Adam Sosnick, grifters and company. Open your eyes. See where the wind is blowing. I know y'all love money more than anything else in this world. Your fellow Americans, nah. Your family, nah. The planet, nah. God, nah. But money, I know y'all love money. So, if you support more liberal, progressive candidates, you can have all the money you want. What good is all the money in the world if you're being drugged through the streets? Swear to God. It's like that verse from the Bible. What good is it for a man to gain the world but to lose his soul? What good is it for you to become ultra wealthy and to be able to do your little dance on the poors when the poors are just going to drag you out of your multi-million-dollar, office and just like stomp you in the nuts? I'm seriously though, like that. What good is all that money? What good is all that money if it's going to culminate in somebody trying to destroy you? Multiple people trying to destroy you. Stomp him in the nuts. Stomp him in the nuts.